Hey friends, I know I'm normally a PvP content creator, but I have gotten great feedback whenever I do the occasional PvE video, and that's going to be today. A post commentary of doing the Master Lost Sector from Final Shape. It's on the Impasse. I don't even know what it's called. I'm just going to do this off the cuff, drinking whiskey, talking about PvE, and today's topic is ad clear. Anytime you join a raid, especially if the title says know what to do, not that I put that there, but I joined some of them on LFG, you'll get 5 players joining that just want to ad clear. How do you know? Because the first thing they type in the text chat is, who wants to run? In an encounter where if everybody runs, it'll probably go a lot faster and smoother, and the encounter is also soloable, so you can realistically just do everything. But in most cases, I am relegated to doing mechanics and multiple jobs while someone else ad clears just so we can get it done, just so we can have an extra hand on damage, so we don't have to do 3 phases, we can just kill the boss in 2. The thing about Destiny 2 is the contest mode and the higher difficulties are kind of an exclusive FOMO event, whereas if they were just in the game, ad clear would be an important role, and I hope this Lost Sector shows a little nuance. From the short hop to knock it art team, swapping weapons in the grapple, get architected a little bit, but that's RNG. That cycle changes every time you reset this. Phalanxes, fuck them, I shoot them in the toe and sometimes it gives me an immune from the shield anyway. You can see Caliban Synthecept Spike going crazy here. Also, Ascension refills that now. They just changed that this season. It's amazing. Wait for the OBJ, hit the OBJ, pre-grapple on the champions, and then the champion has to go somewhere else. It just insta-teleports because it wasn't where it was supposed to be anchored. I'm using a high ground machine gun, so you're going to see me short hop in a second. Once again, as the Overload champion teleports away. High ground active, bolt charge going crazy. You got the radiant off the spike. The vent opens. I'm allowed to progress. I'm going to pre-spawn the next room with Transcendence. It's a good time to talk about what pre-spawning is. It's a basic MMO term for if you know the spawn patterns of the enemy, you want to be ahead of those spawns by throwing an area of effect grenade or weapon on that spawn so that when the enemy spawns, they're already dead, allowing you time to focus on other areas of the room. That's really the core fundamental that's missing from the, oh, I'm on ad clear role in LFG. If you know how to pre-spawn, you're already worth 2 or 3 players. And the thing is, I haven't even memorized this Lost Sector. I've just played enough Destiny to know that if I'm not doing anything, I might as well throw a nade on the opposite side of the room. The rest of ad clear is just understanding the nuanced interactions in the game, and when something doesn't go your way, like an enemy teleporting or you randomly getting architected for all your health, to have an idea of what to do to fix that mistake and not cause a death, so you can save on revive tokens. So now I'm progressing this strike. Notice the amount of ammo I have, 38. I should be able to spike and then get a demolitionist reload off my grapple. So since I spiked it, it's going to make a tangle. Now I can grapple to reload and then set up for the next champion, who, by the way, is being a little bitch in this one, and he's hiding from me, and he cost me like 6 seconds. Sometimes that shit happens. Just gotta roll with the punches. If I really wanted to be extra here, I could use Fusion Rifle and pierce through the champion to hit all the ads, using the champion as a meat shield. Kinda cool. If I wanted to take a tangle up, I could to save the grapple, but I really don't need it for the boss. You just grapple up this vent. To make a low-cost tangle when you're not using Calibans, you just throw the spike, and then you look up, so that way when you use the melee button to catch the spike, you don't melee a random ad. Unfortunately, Calibans blows up the tangle, so it is rolling the dice. Anyway, I pop a super to pre-spawn the boss, and then I use the remainder of my super to find the Overload champion, and then Ascension to cancel my super. That's a bug right now that they're going to fix, but it's actually kind of a useful bug, and I hope that they don't change it, but I understand their vision. So now I'm rotating around the room, doing the OBJ, and this is where this run goes to shit. I pre-pop Transcendence to put a grenade on the boss ahead of time, so that by the time the shield break, he's already cooking. And I just don't have good damage here because I don't have high ground on the machine gun. It's the wrong side of the room. Maybe I could have backpedaled for it, but you gotta understand that whenever your frame rate is above like 60 on this one, sometimes you just get one hit from the boss, like straight up. So I am giving it way too much respect because this has been a fairly clean run up into this point. Some ads interrupt me. I don't really need to finish her there, but I was hoping that I'd get some extra damage resistance just on the off chance that the boss sends a projectile at me. I probably should have died there, probably should have been run over, and then because I'm using this sidearm, it gets caught on the floor. Probably should have been machine gunning the entire time. Boss pops a super, you gotta wait it out. We know OBJ is about to spawn, and we know an Unstopped Champ's about to spawn, so I'm prepared for that. Since I got nothing else to talk about, let's talk about Titan Hunter and Warlock in PvE. Right now, I feel that Titan provides Bolt Charge and Warlock provides Well, so I rarely play my Hunter, since I just assume other players are going to be on Hunter. Oh, there we go. I whipped a fusion shot. I, like, actually missed it. It wasn't Fusion's fault. Stun the boss, get my super because of the heavy-handed mod, and then I just dump super on the boss, restun champion, call it a day. I obviously didn't go over every nuanced decision I made to make a high percent play to be more aggressive and save seconds, etc. There's a lot to PvE, and that's kind of the point of today's video. There's a lot to PvE. It's a damn shame that there's not enough difficulty in the game. Like, I don't even consider this a good run, but I was just farming Velitas and wanted to talk about PvE. Also, fuck, reload, man.